What's going on, y'all? It's 2KJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Today we're going to be doing a realistic rebuild of the Dallas Mavericks. That's right, it's finally time to get Luka Doncic some help and put him in a position to win a title. Now, let me go ahead and tell you guys how these realistic rebuilds are going to go down. So each one is going to be a minimum of 3 seasons, where the goal is to win a championship. And if I don't win a championship by that time, then the video will keep going until eventually I do. We're also going to be limiting ourselves to 3 trades per season and then 2 trades per off season. Now, that doesn't include any sort of signings, so draft signings, re-signings, free agency signings, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think 5 total for a full season / off season is a pretty good number. Again, trying to keep it realistic here. The only thing that is going to be realistic is that we're turning off injuries. And the reasoning for that is just I don't want to reach the finals and the other team's best player is out, and all of a sudden you guys are calling it a Mickey Mouse ring. I don't want to do that. So we're going to be turning off injuries for this, keeping everybody healthy, and just having it be an even playing field. So that is the plan for these rebuilds. I'm really looking forward to this. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let's get it. All right, guys. So we're going to be starting off all of these rebuilds by laying out the 3-year plan. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. For season 1, the plan is just to get Luka a co-star. I want to get him somebody who is around his age and he can grow with them, but obviously still be able to contribute right now. So I don't want to just get any young piece. I definitely want someone who can help Luka win a championship right now. So the plan for the second season is to improve depth. Now, if I'm bringing in a co-star for Luka this year, I'm probably going to have to sacrifice some depth in order to make that happen. And I'm only limiting myself to 3 trades during the season. So I'm probably not going to have enough moves to be able to round out the rotation. So that's really what the second season is for. I want to get deeper and have a bunch of guys who can come in and help us compete. And then for the third season, it really just depends on how the first 2 go. But I think it's just going to be get off bad contracts and get rid of regressing players. You know, I want to set the foundation long after these first 3 seasons for the Mavericks to continue to win, because obviously Luka's only, I think, 23 years old. So he's going to have plenty of years in his prime where he's looking to win a championship. I don't want it to just be these 3 seasons, then all of a sudden, you know, their window has closed. So we're going to try to set the foundation for the future of Dallas basketball. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rotation here as it stands. You've got obviously Luka Doncic, who is 23. Spencer Dinwiddie, I like that backcourt duo. You know, Spence has some size. I think he's 6'5". Yeah, 6'5". A little bit older at 29, but that's fine. Tim Hardaway Jr., bit of an inconsistent player, but obviously a volume shooter. So there's value in that, you know, the floor spacing that he provides. Then you got Dorian Finney-Smith, a fan favorite in Dallas, a guy who I really like. Love his whole story, being an undrafted player out of Florida, and really carving out a role here in Dallas. So I'm reluctant to let him go. I'm going to try my best to hold on to him, but we'll just see how it all plays out. Then we got Christian Wood, a guy who is in his first year in Dallas, but hasn't even gotten a whole lot of starts for the Mavericks. You know, I think he's someone who has some value. He's on an expiring deal, so we'll see how much he might be asking for at the age of 27 years old. I think he's a really solid player, man. We'll see if he gets traded or not. But either way, there's definitely some value there. Then we got Reggie Bullock, Dwight Powell, Josh Green is a really nice young prospect. Definitely their second best young prospect outside of Luka Doncic. You got JaVale McGee. You got Davis Bertans, who is on not the best deal, man. About 17 mil next season, exactly 17 actually. Then you got Frank Ntilikina, Jaden Hardy, another young guy who I like. It's a pretty decent team, man, but it's just not enough right now to compete for a title. And when you have a guy like Luka, it really accelerates the timeline to where you're telling yourself, hey, we need to try to win right now. So that is what we are going to attempt to do. As you see, I don't know why Christian Wood is getting 0 minutes. I'm just now noticing that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to our first trade. We're trying to get Luka Doncic as a co-star. I already have somebody in mind. Let's check it out. So here it is, man. I want to bring in OG Anunoby from the Toronto Raptors. Now, there's been reports that he isn't happy with his role with the team. You know, you bring in Scotty Barnes, they play the same position, have a similar role, and Scotty is obviously the guy that they would choose to build around should they choose to hit the reset button, which I don't think they'll fully do it. I don't think it's really in the Toronto Raptors' nature. I think they're more so going to retool, and even if that's the case, OG might be the guy who ends up being the odd man out. You know, he's 25 years old, definitely has a lot of value. He can get you some draft capital. And that's exactly what we're going to have to give up, man. So we're going to start off by throwing in Christian Wood. Again, the Raptors are probably just looking to retool. Christian Wood can come in and help them still be solid. You know, they need help at center. They've been rolling out Pascal Siakam at the 5. So bringing in Christian Wood would definitely help with that. That way you can move Pascal to the 4. Then we're also going to be throwing in Josh Green, which I hate to do, But if we're going to make this trade, we definitely have to give them someone who they can actually say, hey, he's going to be a part of our future. Christian Wood probably wouldn't be that, but Josh Green definitely is. I like him a lot. And then here is that draft capital we're talking about. Now, the Mavericks don't have their current pick because that's still a part of the Kristaps Porzingis trade. Crazy to believe, it feels like so long ago. We are going to throw in 2 first-round picks here for 2026 and 2027. And then to make it work over here, we're just going to get someone of little value here. No disrespect, but we're going to go with Joe Wieskamp. And let's go ahead and offer this trade. And there we go. OG Anunoby, welcome to the team. So now the starting 5 is looking like Luka Doncic, Spencer Dinwiddie, OG Anunoby, Dorian Finney-Smith, and JaVale McGee. Off the bench, we still have Tim Hardaway Jr., Dwight Powell, Reggie Bullock, Maxi Kleber, and then Davis Bertans isn't getting any minutes now. The big hole here off the bench is that we need a facilitator. We need somebody to take some of the load off of guys like Luka and Spencer Dinwiddie when either of them aren't on the court. So we're going to have to address that right now. Let's go ahead and check out an option for it. All right, guys, so I'm looking at Alex Caruso from the Chicago Bulls. Now, he's 28 years old on a $9 million deal, pretty much 10 for the next 2 seasons with the team option on the 3rd year. I just think he'd be perfect off the bench for us, man. He can play some point guard, some shooting guard. He can defend really well. He can knock down the 3-ball every now and then, and just provide some playmaking for the Mavericks on that second unit, which is exactly what we need. Now, I'm going to go ahead and offer them Dwight Powell because they definitely need a center. They've been rolling out Javonte Green at times just to get some help there at the 5. I think eventually they're going to move on from Nikola Vucevic. If not, they might just let him go entirely since he's an upcoming free agent. So Dwight Powell could definitely find a role there in Chicago. We are going to throw them a 2nd-round pick as well, just because if they start to look to the future, letting go of guys like Vucevic, maybe even DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine later down the line, any sort of draft capital they can get, I think would help. So we're going to throw that 2nd-round pick in there and see if this is enough, and it is. So Alex Caruso, welcome to the team. So everything's the same here, except now we got AC off the bench for us, paired up with Tim Hardaway Jr. I think that's really nice. I like that we got Maxi Kleber as our backup 4-5 because he's more of a stretch option, whereas JaVale McGee is going to be your more traditional center. I do think overall the center spot is still pretty weak for us, but that might be something we try to fix next season since we don't really have any draft capital yet. You guys saw we had those 2 first-round picks up top, but that's actually something that we can't include in any trades. It won't allow us to. Let me go ahead and show you guys right here. Yeah, so we can't make any trades for consecutive years due to the stipend rule. These aren't really available. So really all we have left is a 2nd-round pick, and I don't think that will be enough to go ahead and really upgrade the center spot. So that's probably going to be something we do in the 2nd season. But still, man, I think we have a nice option here with Kleber off the bench. We aren't playing Davis Bertans. I think I really want to get us off this contract because it is for the next 2 years at least. Obviously, we wouldn't pick up that team option. But I have a trade in mind that we can get off this money, so let's go ahead and check it out. All right, guys, so I'm looking to ship off Davis Bertans and that last 2nd-round pick of ours to the Utah Jazz for Rudy Gay. Now, I doubt Rudy will even play for us. We might even buy him out. We'll just see how that plays out. But, yeah, I think the Jazz would be just fine with taking on this Bertans contract for another year. That's $17 million in 2023. I don't think that's a big deal to them. They're looking to rebuild. They're not looking to sign any big-name free agents or anything. So having that $17 million tied up, I don't think that'd be a problem for them. And then they get this 2nd-round pick, which any sort of draft capital, I think, would make it worth it for them. So we're going to go ahead and submit this trade here, and there we go. Rudy Gay is on the team. We're going to keep him here for now. Let's see if they even suggest us making him a part of the rotation. They are. We're going to go ahead and take him out just because, again, we need some backup center depth, and I think Maxi Kleber will be a nice 4-5 option for us. So we're going to keep Rudy Gay here, just see what happens. I might just end up dropping him, but either way, man, those are our 3 trades. So now the team is looking like Luka Doncic, Spencer Dinwiddie, OG Anunoby, Dorian Finney-Smith, and JaVale McGee. And then off the bench, we have Tim Hardaway Jr., Alex Caruso, Reggie Bullock, and Maxi Kleber. So those are the 3 moves. Let's go ahead and simulate this season and just see how it all plays out. All right, guys, so we went 52 and 32. Luka Doncic also won MVP. He always does. 37 points, 13 boards, 9 assists, 2 steals, crazy shooting splits. I mean, even with the added help and the co-star in OG Anunoby, he's still putting up insane numbers, which is good to see. Taking a look at this, Christian Wood, 6th man of the year, Bit surprising that they're still, I guess, running with Pascal at the 5. But hey, shout out to him. He got 6 man. So that's good to see. Taking a look at the rest of this here, nothing really involves us. Let's go ahead and see this. All NBA first team, Luka Doncic. Of course, he was the MVP. Did we get anything else around here? Luka Doncic all defensive first team is very interesting. Man, 2K loves him some Luka Doncic, man. I do too. I love him just as much as the next guy, but I don't think he's getting all defensive first team. We'll definitely take it though. We will definitely take it. We'll also take this. We were the number 2 seed, which is very encouraging. Let's go ahead and simulate this play-in as we're going up against the reigning champs, the Golden State Warriors. Not the best matchup for us in the first round to go up against the reigning champs, but it is what it is, man. Let's simulate this game by game, see how it goes. We are not going to do this. Let's go over here to coach's game plan, shorten the rotation. Let's see. They want to start Tim Hardaway Jr. over OG Anunoby. No, just no. We're going to take away minutes here from Reggie Bullock and run an 8-man rotation because desperate times call for desperate measures, man. We are not going to lose in the first round like this. This just is not going to happen. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and simulate game number 3 where we do win. That's nice to see. There we go. Let's fight back, boys. Nah, come on. We're going to simcast this because we're not messing around here. All right. Let's get it, guys. Come on. I know they're the defending champs, but come on, man. Not like this. Guys, not like this. All right. Well, that was a really disappointing season. We get the 2nd seed just to lose, and Golden State didn't even make it out of the next round. It's the Celtics and the Pelicans reaching the NBA Finals, and the Celtics win it all. So, tough scene, man. Tough scene. But, hey, it is what it is. We move on here. We don't have anything when it comes to the draft. So, let's go straight to our team options and see what we have left over here. I think we got guys like Spencer Dinwiddie, I know for sure, is one of them. Reggie Bullock is the other. We're going to accept both of them. And let's go ahead and keep it moving to free agency here. Actually, we got qualifying offers. We're not going to accept any of these. And let's go ahead and check out free agency, see what's out there. I don't think we're going to have a lot of money. We do have minus 15 mil. That's even with trading Davis Bertans. So taking a look at this, what else do we see around here? Is there anything interesting? So what I think is a nice steal is Mike Muscala here. He is 32 years old, but he's asking for just a veteran minimum. Yeah, man, I think this would be really good. This is a nice upgrade over Maxi Kleber as our backup stretch big. He can play either the 4 or the 5, shoot the 3 ball really well. We are going to address that need at center by bringing in a true starter for us, but I think Mike Muscala will be a really nice addition. So that is going to be one guy. Let's see if there's anyone else out there. We're also going to bring in Damian Lee. He's 30 years old, but I think he can provide some nice 3-point shooting. I'm expecting some regression out of Reggie Bullock. Obviously, I'm expecting regression out of Damian Lee too, but I think Lee is going to be a slightly higher overall. So let's go ahead and make that move and see what they go ahead and say here. So both Muscala and Damian Lee ended up signing with us. Now they both regressed a little bit as we expected. It looks like Reggie Bullock is still the same as Damian Lee. However, Lee is a significantly better 3-point shooter, as you can see here. The defense isn't as good, but we'll see. We'll probably just play one over the other, just depending on the situation, on the matchup. But I do think Muscala will be our backup center because, as you can see over here, Maxi Kleber is now down to a 73. So I think that's a nice addition either way. We did see a jump here with Justin Hardy. He's now a 73 overall. So maybe he'll be getting some rotational minutes for us. We'll see how that plays out. Alex Caruso went down, which might actually be enough for us to give Jaden Hardy the minutes over him. We'll see what ends up happening there. But yeah, man, the big news though is that Luka Doncic is now a 99 overall. We love to see it. OG Anunoby went up a little bit. Spencer Dinwiddie even went up a little bit at 30 years old. I'm fine with Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dorian Finney-Smith staying put, considering they're both in the 30s. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight to the second season and see how we can improve this roster. I guess I'm trying to snag Nicholas Claxton here from the Brooklyn Nets. Now, taking a look at their roster, I did just put in an auto-generated class, so not Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, all of them. And it looks like the Brooklyn Nets went with this guy named Monte Falls. He's 77 overall at the age of just 19 years old. And they got him with the 9th overall pick, so I'm guessing he is in their future plans. And they also might be looking ahead to the future because it looks like they lost Kyrie Irving. I don't know if it was to a trade or whatever the case may be, but pretty much all they have left is Kevin Durant. So maybe they start to move on from him and look ahead to the future. And if they already have a young center to build around, they also have Day'Ron Sharpe, then Nicholas Claxton could be the guy on the move. So we're going to throw in Reggie Bullock just for some roster filler, just to make the contracts work out. And then we are also going to give up this 2024 first round pick. Let's see, they're saying that's not enough. Can we also just get out of here with this second? There it is. Nicholas Claxton, welcome to the team. So I'm really excited about that addition, man. Now we got Luka Doncic, Spencer Dinwiddie, OG Anunoby, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Nicholas Claxton. Then we got Tim Hardaway Jr., Mike Muscala, Alex Caruso, and Damian Lee as our bench. We still have guys like Maxi Kleber and Jaden Hardy. We'll see what we end up doing with them, but we do have 2 more trades, so let's go and see if anything else is out there. I guess I was looking around trying to find an upgrade for Alex Caruso since he's been starting to regress, and it looks like Donte DiVincenzo is just an option right here in free agency. Now he still brings the same things that we like from Caruso: A, perimeter defense, B+ 3-point shooting, and then is also still a B+ playmaker. But he's also 26 years old, which is even better than Caruso, who I think is like 29. So we're going to try to add him here to a 3-year deal. We might as well if he's 26. I know it's a lot of money to tie up to Donte DiVincenzo, but we're going to lower this here for a bit and see if we can get this at like 4.9. There we go, man. All right, guys, so we're actually going to play Caruso and DiVincenzo on our second unit. So that'll be our backcourt. We'll still have Tim Hardaway Jr. as our small forward, our wing player, and then our 4-5 will be Mike Muscala. So honestly, I don't think I need to make another big move. We addressed the center problem. We brought in some depth. I mean, those were the objectives for this season, and I think we've already accomplished that, unless we come out of the gate slow. But for the most part, I think this is what we're going to be rolling with. So let's go ahead and simulate this season, see how it plays out. All right, guys, so we went 59-23. There was no need to use that third trade. Actually, we lost our last game of the season, so we almost joined the 60-win club, but still really good regular season for us. Luka Doncic wins MVP once again, still putting up ridiculous numbers. We keep adding guys to this team. We keep getting him help, and yet he keeps putting up crazy numbers, which is pretty funny. Taking a look at these awards, doesn't look like we're going to have anything else that really concerns us. Most improved player is Darius Garland. That's interesting because he's somebody who's been averaging 20+ points per game, the past 2 seasons now? Let's go and take a look at that real quick. I know I'm going on a tangent, but yeah, hey, he went up to 28 and 12. I guess that'll do it. Shooting crazy from deep. Yeah, no, okay. 50, 40, 90, putting up those numbers. All right, I see you. I'm hating. I'm sorry. But Luka Doncic, All-NBA first team, as you would expect, winning MVP. Do we have anything else going on around here? He doesn't get all-defensive first team. He has to, quote-unquote, settle for all-defensive second team, which we'll definitely still take for Luka Doncic. He is a 99 overall, man. I guess everything is OP when it comes to this guy. We are the #1 overall seed. Maybe not overall. Let's go ahead and see the Cavaliers. Do we have a better record than them? They do have Darius Garland, who is most improved apparently, 61 wins, and the Celtics are 60 wins. Okay, yeah, so we actually are pretty good here in the West, but it looks like in the Eastern Conference, there are 2 very good teams out there. I know most of the times the Celtics win these simulations, so that's going to be tough. Let's go ahead and simulate the play-in, and we're going up against the LA Lakers. Let's check out what we got going on here. They are starting Corey Joseph and Max Christie in their backcourt. I like me some Max Christie actually, but still not a great backcourt. They did bring in Chris Middleton, which I don't know how they managed to do that. I guess did they get Russ traded over there? I don't even understand, but hey, it is what it is, man. Let's simulate this, see how we fare. I'm a little bit worried that I know Chris Middleton's there, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a problem for us. Lucas should be dominating this. There we go. I was going to say, man, going up against Corey Joe? Come on, man. Drake don't even be rapping about him anymore, so that's how you know he's not all that. But here we go. We got a series against the #5 seeded Denver Nuggets, who actually swept the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's go ahead and simulate this game by game here. They take the first one. There we go. I was going to say I was about to have the game plan if they went up 2-0 on us, and no, come on. There we go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I really didn't want a game 7. As you see over here, let's simulate this round. And we're going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves, which I'll take it, man. I didn't want to go up against the Pelicans. You know, I think they just made the finals this past season. So we'll take the Timberwolves here. Let's go ahead and check it out, see if it's the same squad. And it is. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Cat, and then Rudy Gobert. I guess it just clicked. It just clicked. In real life, I don't think this is going to work out really at all, the whole Gobert thing. So, hey, it's working in 2K at least. Let's go ahead and simulate this. I feel pretty good, though, as they take the first one. Come on, guys. There we go. Let's bounce back. Yep. Let's go. Luka Doncic, Western Conference Finals MVP. Still putting up crazy stats. And we got the Celtics, man. We got the Celtics. Yep. There we go. No. Let's go. All right, we're going to shorten the rotation here. Come on, man. I don't want to come so close and still lose. Why do they keep taking away minutes from OG Anunoby? I don't understand it. As we're going to go ahead and take away some minutes from Alex Caruso. We still have Dante DiVincenzo. That's our point guard, shooting guard, small forward, and then power forward center. So we can do that to free up some minutes for guys like OG. I see Claxton is hot. We're going to give some more minutes to Spence. Honestly, man, just give some more minutes to Luka as well. You know, it is what it is, man. I'm trying to win this championship. So we're going to do everything that we can here as I give a little bit more minutes here. So there we go. Let's go ahead and try this out, man. We're going to simcast this and see what happens. I'm really hoping that we at least force a game 7. Come on, guys. There we go. Let's get it, man. Back and forth, second quarter. Feeling good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Blew them boys out in that third quarter. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. We're going to simcast this. And if it's close towards the end, we will jump into it. But that's a nice start. That's a nice start. Let's go. 42 points in the first quarter. 40 in the second. Guys, I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. There it is. There it is. The Dallas Mavericks have won a championship. I wasn't going to jump in, but the celebration's the same every single year. So it is what it is. I was just going to jump in if it was a close game, which it really wasn't, man. Luka Doncic, finals MVP, 34 points, 9 boards, 11 assists, shot the ball crazy well. 50.7% from 3 is insanity, man. Insanity across 7 games. Shout out to him, as we have done it, man. We completed the challenge. I mean, Luka Doncic has won a championship. We're going to run this back for one more year here to see if we can repeat. But yeah, we're going to pretty much breeze through this season here. So let's go and check out some team options. We don't have anything in the draft, so we're going to go straight to this and see what decisions we have to make. So OG Anunoby has declined his option. Not too much of a surprise. You know, you figured he's going to have to test the market. Also, Alex Caruso has decided to decline his option, which is a little bit more surprising. He's 30 years old. I would think he'd just take the money, but maybe he thinks he can get some more. I think we're going to probably let him go because I'm hoping that Jaden Hardy will be at least to like a 75, 76 for us, and he'll be taking up those minutes. We do have Dante DiVincenzo signed for another 2 years, so I think that's the last we're going to see of Alex Caruso, but definitely OG Anunoby, we got to find a way to sign him and get him back onto the team. So let's go ahead and go over here to our qualifying offers, which we have none of, and let's go to free agency and try to sign OG. So OG doesn't have any other offers, man. The grass is not always greener. We're going to sign him here to a 4-year deal. I'd expect him to accept it if he wants to play basketball because that's his only offer. I think we also have Spencer Dinwiddie. Yep, he is also available or up for an extension. Yeah, only 12.3 mil per year. We will definitely take that. That's a steal. I was hoping it wouldn't be too much. We're also going to try to bring back Nicholas Claxton, who's asking for a good amount of money, but we're going to lower this here to about 17.3 and see what we can do, man. See if they go ahead and accept all of these. So OG Anunoby, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Nicholas Claxton are all coming back. We love to see it. We're also going to re-sign Mike Muscala just to a 1-year deal. There you see Alex Caruso has not gotten any offers. Did we just bring him back? I mean, he's going to regress. You know, okay, we're just going to bring him back for the sake of bringing him back. If we want to trade him later on, we can, but I guess it doesn't hurt, man. We just won a championship. We should be trying to run it back with everybody. And I think that's what we're going to do, man. I don't see anybody around here that I'm really interested in. I did notice Josh Primo is asking for 23 mil. No. So yeah, we're just going to stick with bringing back the guys who helped us win a championship. And let's move over to player progression, see what's happening. So Luka Doncic is a 98, a slight downtick. Not really concerning. Spencer Dinwiddie went down 1. Dante DiVincenzo went up. That's nice. And Jaden Hardy is now a 75. Definitely better than Alex Caruso now. So Jaden Hardy is going to be in the rotation. That'll be really interesting to see. I am disappointed that Nicholas Claxton stayed put at 81. He's 25 years old. That's a little disappointing. Same for OG Anunoby. Haven't really seen a whole lot of progression out of them, but it is what it is. This stuff is pretty much expected. We are going to have to bring in a new backup center. But let's go ahead and move on to his third season and see if we can polish this team a little bit. All right, guys, so looking at the Sacramento Kings, they have this guy, Mac Nixon, a 7-footer who's 23 years old. Actually was their #1 overall pick last season. So yeah, they're set at center. They also have Thomas Bryant. So I don't think they have a need for Larry Nance Jr., who is going to be very similar to Mike Muscala for us, where he's going to be kind of our stretch option. You know, we're still going to roll with Nicholas Claxton, but Larry Nance is definitely able to space the floor a little bit better. He's got a nice mid-range shot, a good enough three-point shot. So we're going to try to get him here. I can't imagine we'll have to give up too much, but I did see he is 2.5 stars, which is interesting. We're going to go ahead and give up, let's see, a 2nd-round pick. Is that going to be enough? No, they want Jaden Hardy. Y'all are insane. Let's see. Are we going to have to give up this first? You know what? It is the last year. We're just going to go ahead and do it. They still want this. All right, now y'all are just asking for it a little too much, man. There we go. Okay, fine. Hey, it's not the most realistic, but we're just trying to win another championship, go back-to-back. So I guess it would make sense that at this point you're selling picks in order to get rotational guys. So now the rotation is looking like Luka Doncic, Spencer Dinwiddie, OG Anunoby, Dorian Finney-Smith, who at this point is 31. Still 78 overall, so I guess we're fine with him at the 4. I said it at the beginning, man, he is a fan favorite in Dallas. He's definitely one of my favorite players on the team. So, you know what? We're going to try to keep him throughout this entire rebuild. I don't want to get rid of him. We still have Nicholas Claxton at the 5, and then off the bench, we have Tim Hardaway Jr., Larry Nance, Dante DiVincenzo, and now Jaden Hardy is in the mix as our true point guard. So I think it's a good team, man. I think it's a good team. I really don't even want to make another 2 additions. I think we're just going to simulate this season and see if we can go back-to-back. Let's get it. All right, guys, so we went 51-31 this season. A bit of a setback, but either way, I think we're still in a good spot. Luka Doncic, as long as we have him, we still have a chance to win a championship. Taking a look at the rest of this, Jimmy Peters, that's an interesting name. Ben Simmons wins 6th Man of the Year. Shout out to him. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year again. He's pretty much the same as Luka. Luka always wins MVP. Giannis always wins Defensive Player of the Year. Evan Mobley getting Most Improved after Darius Garland just got it the previous season. That's really interesting. So Cleveland is definitely the team to watch out for in the Eastern Conference, in addition to the Boston Celtics. But taking a look at the rest of this year, there they are. Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, both All-NBA 2nd team. That's a scary squad, man. I really hope that we don't end up playing them there. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep this rolling here as we see Luka getting All Defensive 2nd team again. Let's go ahead and keep rolling here with the playoffs. We are the number 4 seed, so not the best, but we're going up against Denver. Let's go ahead and see the team that they got here. They got Jamal Murray, Theo Steele. What a name, Theo Steele. Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. So let's go ahead and simulate this. I feel pretty good about it, even though we're only the 4 seed. There we go. 2-0, 2-1. Come on, guys. Not like this. There we go. Get out of here. There we go. All right. So we are going to be going up against the Utah Jazz, upsetting the Houston Rockets, which, by the way, how are they the number 1 seed? Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green. Oh, Kawhi Leonard. I mean, still, though, like, Jabari Smith Jr. is an 86 now. Okay. Alperen Sengun improved. Okay. So they were clicking at the right time with the young guys, and they said, let's throw in Kawhi Leonard to accelerate the timeline. That's interesting. So we're going to simulate this here. They did win the first game, but I still feel good about this. Yeah, come on now. We got Luka Doncic, man. As we're going up against the OKC Thunder. It's kind of just clicking in my head right now. I didn't show the lineup for the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals matchup. I don't know if y'all are watching that and you're like, hello, what are you doing? I apologize for that. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Jack Jordan, Isaiah Stewart, and Chet Holmgren. So let's go ahead and simulate this one. Yeah, guys, I'm still getting used to this whole YouTube thing, especially when it comes to rebuilds. This is new to me. making sure I know what to show and all that. As you see, we sweep OKC. I hope y'all will just roll with me here through some of the growing pains as we are going up against Cleveland. This is exactly the team that I didn't want to face. I am going to show the lineup here, and it's Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. The exact same team, just 3 seasons later. I think we stack up pretty well, man. You know, Luka, as long as we have him, I still feel good because he's going to be the best player in pretty much any matchup. So let's go ahead and simulate this and just see what happens. We're going to go to the first game. We're down 1-0, down 2-0. We're actually going to make the changes right now. I don't want to risk going down 3-0 here. Who can we knock out? You see, both these guys are on fire. So that's not great because I wanted to kind of just take away one of their minutes. What do we want to do here? Let's see. Jaden Hardy, what's he been doing? Oh, man, he's been hooping. He's been hooping. We're going to get rid of Dante DiVincenzo's minutes. I know he's an 80 overall, but, hey, man, we got to do it to somebody. I don't want to do it to Larry Nance Jr. because we need the depth in the front court. You know, Tim Hardaway Jr., we need that on the wing. So we're going to bump Luka up to 45 again. That's what we did last time, and it helped us win. We're going to do this as well. We're going to give some more minutes there. And let's go ahead and run this, man. Let's go ahead and run this. We're still down 3-0. I guess we'll simcast it, but it just feels like this Cavs team is destined to win, man. Taking a look at it here. Can we at least avoid the sweep? Come on, guys. Yeah. Hey, y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it. I knew it as soon as I saw that they had back-to-back most improved guys. I was like, yeah, they're different. Plus, they still have Donovan Mitchell. It is what it is, man. We won a championship with the Dallas Mavericks, and at the end of the day, if we can get that in 2 years, I think Dallas would definitely take that. So I think this was a successful rebuild. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. This has been 2KJ. Blessings.